Hey guys, just a quick follow-up video on my PC build here. I'm going to be running some benchmarks, and we're starting off here with Cinebench R15. It's a CPU benchmark. Just want to see what score we get. I've already experimented here with different clock speeds. I got up to 3.8, 3.3, but I'm running stable at 3.7. So let's start this benchmark. Again, I'm running the AMD Ryzen actually. AMD Ryzen R7 1700. Clocked at 3.7, 32 gigs of RAM. Those are clocked at like 2133, I'm pretty sure. On the, let's see, MSI Gaming Pro B350M. It's a micro ATX board. Nividia GeForce GTX 1070, terabyte of what's it called? Terabyte of storage there, and all that good stuff. But let's see. All right, we got a score of 1,573. Let's see, what can I compare that to? All right, so right here, Intel Xeon CPU, an X5650 got a 1279. Significantly higher than that score, but again slightly lower than my 3.8 score. My 3.3 with Game Boost was 1611, and then I had another 3.8 score was 1576. And I did do a test with the stock I think it was the stock clock with AMD's Turbo Boost, and I got a score of 1512 with that. The CPU is generally clocked at 3 gigahertz. It'll boost to 3.7. So I figured it's safe to start with the boost score as an overclock. I didn't do anything with the voltage. I just have it set on auto, and it seems to be running pretty stably on 3.7. So with that out of the way, let's do a 3D mark. Do my 1070 and my R7 combo. Let's see what score we get for that one. And I'll start off with Fire Strike. Maybe I'll do Time Spy as well, but I'll start off with Fire Strike. This is a standard Fire Strike, the 1080p one. So let's see. I'll get that running, and then I'll come back to you guys when the benchmark is all done. Alright, so we're approaching graphics test 1, and I just want to record the FPS that we get right down there. So it seems like we're blowing through this test at around 80 FPS average. It does go up to 100 there, saw that for a second. But it seems to be holding at well over 70, so around 80 would be like the average. And now, well, I originally had an RX 480 graphics card in my system, which is this one right here by XFX. And I remember doing that particular test at around 50-60 FPS, so I assume it's a pretty large performance bump from the 480 to the 1070, so I went ahead and bought a 1070, and I don't know, it was pretty good. Pretty good investment in my opinion. Makes the system a little bit more future-proof, I guess. And again, got another graphics test. Got a lot of particle effects and all that good stuff, lighting. 80 FPS again. Right there. That lava scene was where I did experience some frame dips with the RX 480. Around like it was dipping to 40 FPS. So this is, I mean, it's running more stable, obviously. But there we go. And physics test. It's a CPU test. This CPU should be able to handle this one pretty well. Going around like what, 50, 60 FPS. When a physics test might be a graphics card test. I can't speak. Just got up, haven't had my coffee over there. I mean, give me some credit here. Cut me some slack. Got the combined test, CPU, GPU. I don't know if you guys want to see this one, but it's pretty much a couple of seconds long. Combines both tests. 22 FPS down there. It's a pretty intensive test. You got stuff falling in the background. All those particle effects is going to be taxing on the CPU. The GPU, of course. So let's see, what score did we get? Now I do want to mention that my GPU is overclocked by 114 megahertz offset on the boost and the base clock. So that might factor into the score, but I got a score of 18,269. 18,269, physics score of 18,430, combined score 5,099. 14,534 on Firestrike. Oh, I didn't know there was a stress test up here, but yeah, that's the Firestrike score. I'll go ahead and do a Time Spy score. That's a DirectX 12. This is a DirectX 11 benchmark, and generally Nividia cards do pretty well on that one. So I'll go ahead and start up the Time Spy benchmark here. Alright, so we're back loading up the Time Spy benchmark. Alright, let's see what we get. Go ahead and I think I'll just skip over this one here. Just give you the final scores, maybe some FPS here and there, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, so this is graphics test 1 on Time Spy. Initial frame rates were around 30, but it seems to be holding at the high 30s actually. Did see some up in the 40s, but again, this is a pretty intensive graphics test. You got multiple things going around in the background. So, and I don't think Nividia is not as well optimized for DirectX 12 as AMD. Alright, and this is graphics test number 2. 27 FPS. Oh yes, this 1070 sucks, right? No, I'm kidding. This one I think is more emphasis on lighting and shadows and stuff, because you see there's a lot of lighting, particle effects, and also you got another bunch of stuff going around those display cases that the GPU has to render. So the fact that it's pulling around 40 FPS is pretty impressive. So the thing with the RX 480, I ran this test with the RX 480 as well. It was getting around 30 FPS on this part. And then here we got the CPU test. We all know that the Ryzen's gonna blow through this like no problem. 40 FPS, 39, all that good stuff. You got physics going on, I guess. Yeah, pretty cool looking. And that is our Time Spy score. We got a graphics score of 6,158. CPU score of 7,655. Which, pretty impressive actually. We got an 8-core, 16-thread Ryzen here. Of course it's going to blow through that no problem. But again, I think that Nividia is not very well optimized for DirectX 12. It's only at the software level that it's able to run DirectX 12, I believe. But I'm kind of curious to see where this score lies to everyone else, so let me see this. Pop up that window. Where is my computer? 74% of all results. That's pretty good. It's not quite a 4K gaming PC. but it's better than a gaming laptop. Do they qualify as a gaming laptop? Ooh, that's actually pretty impressive specs, actually. i7 HK, I think that's a 6-core, I'm not sure. Because 6700 was a quad-core. But whatever. All that good stuff. So yeah, this is benchmark, so I'm going to be running when, I don't know. That's what we got here. I might upgrade to a 1080. Not even sure yet. I don't know if it's worth it. But I do have a friend that wants to buy this 1070, so he can SLI them. So I have that going for me. So if I do want to get the 1080, I can sell this graphics card and use that money to go towards that 1080. I might buy the same 1080 from EVGA, like the same layout, because I do like this graphics card. I love the way it looks. But in the meantime, this is what we got to work with. What was it? It was 14,000 with the Fire Strike score, and then 6,000 something with this Time Spy score. And Cinebench benchmark was around 1,500. But yeah, that's my baseline for this computer. So that'll be it for today until I get an update on if I want to keep that 1070 or if I went ahead and bought a 1080. See you guys then.